So today we are going to be covering tips for major social media applications and a few applications that will help you that we've posted mostly throughout the course, but I also have a couple of more that I wanted to tell you guys about. So I have exactly 15 minutes and then we'll leave the last 15 for questions. Okay. Awesome. All right. So my first question for you guys, what's an app you like that helps you to post on social media, on your social media account? Okay. For me, what is that app? Well, I guess I would say I like Canva. I do like Canva. Let me just say it. What do you guys like? What's an app? And Canva, you pretty much can design whatever and you can do whatever. Anybody got some other ones? I do like Crowdfire because it gives you the statistics. Okay, Hootsuite. I've heard of that one. Okay, I'm gonna write that. Look, I'm gonna write those down because we need to add those to the link. Oh, you know what I'm loving? I do. Crowdfire app has statistics that'll send you weekly on like when your customers engage with you, if you're, going up, going down. Each of the apps also have statistics that it will give you, like, I can see how many impressions or how many people watch my video or where it went. And so it'll tell you like, oh my gosh, 5,000 people engaged with your post this week, or at least they saw it or something like that. They may have not liked it. They may not have put the heart right there, which I do that, right? But I'm like, oh, this is an awesome video. Okay. Oh yeah, the new app Chat. I don't know what that's about, but I'm gonna have to go in and see it. Okay, Adobe Motion Leap. Okay, y'all save the chat. No, it won't be on the syllabus, but you can see it in my participant. That's something that we used to do in the morning meetup. Chat GPT. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out because I definitely don't know that. But I do like is it InShot? Yep, I like InShot. It's easy. No worries. I will at the end. I'll put it in we'll do a follow in the actually, yeah, you can just go in the app. It's right there in the app. When you click on the person's name, I'll make sure I put my bio in there. All right, so cool. Let's move forward. All right, so tips on social media platforms. All right, so first, the GOAT, the kingpin, the one and only Instagram. Okay, think of IG as your calling card. You need to have IG. You don't do anything else, you got to have IG. All right, it's an emotional platform. It's an addicting platform. I talk about IG. People talk about IG over dinner. Like, I'll tell my coworker, like, hey, I saw this post, and then I'll go try to look for the post. Okay, so it is, the popular post. Okay, and then when you're using IG has four different things that you can use for IG. You have IG stories, and that's for me, where I post all of my exercise stuff in there, right? You have reels, you have the main feed, and then you have IGTV. Okay, you're going to create content for Instagram and then repurpose it to go across all your other social media platforms. Because if you can do it for Instagram, it should fit mostly anywhere, right? So because you have the reels, that's a long form. The way it looks is bigger, right? Then you have like your square posts, you have your videos that you can put on there, IGTV, right? You're going to keep the captions the same. Don't make it hard for yourself and try to recreate the wheel. Just go ahead and repurpose it. Now, we know Twitter, you don't do long things on Twitter, but you can still take your most powerful line or two from your IG that you were talking about, put it on there. You can post a picture or the video with it as well, because they don't count against you, right? So Instagram is great for short form content. So you can still write long things on there because people do it all the time. Just remember, if you're writing long items, that you couple it with a story. Okay, but make your life simple and post the same thing that you posted on Instagram to your other platforms. And the cool part is if you actually hook up your Facebook account and your Instagram, when you post on Facebook, it'll post on Instagram as long as you're doing a picture with it. If you post it on Instagram, though, it will post on Facebook. I like the conversion from Instagram to Facebook better than the Facebook to Instagram, because Facebook will not post just like your regular text information. Okay. Don't use the post to Twitter application from IG, because all it really is going to do is a link. And remember, people are more visual, right? They're visual heavy, not text heavy. So it's just going to put a link up there, and most people, it just looks like a random link. So you want to just make sure that if you want to post on Twitter, you actually go into your Twitter app and post it. All right. Most people only show their best life, right? So don't be afraid to be authentic and be vulnerable. We talked about this. You don't have to have fancy cars and hotels and jets. Now, if that's your personal brand, then that makes sense, right? Probably, well, it's never my personal brand at all, right? I'm just normal, plain. I'm a teacher. Been trying to go minimalistic forever, but in books, for some reason in books, I just can't do it, okay? But clothes, definitely, I would just want to go, give me a couple of colors and that's it. All right. But you should never, you should also never feel like you have to delete a post, because if you feel that way, you probably shouldn't have posted it anyway. All right. You want your Instagram account to have, well, any of your social media accounts to have really great content, right? And if you create something funny, make sure that you get that engagement, but then you're just going to archive or remove that. I would just archive it. Okay. Just archive it. And you never know, shoot, some of those things that you did a year ago, bring them back out 2 years ago, repurpose them. The same jokes will be funny 2 years later. Oh, and then number 10, I forgot to say that. Go live a few times a week. Okay, use this feature to collaborate, also to do Q&A time, teach your audience something, right? What if you did on-the-spot coaching live on your Instagram, right? But when you do a collaboration, it's going to bring your audience and their audience, and people are going to be able to, it actually tags your followers. If they're online, they'll say, hey, so-and-so went live. Okay, as long as they have their notifications on. All right. So with the 4 different platforms on IG, the IGTV, that's for longer content. Use that to teach, right? Because that's usually like sometimes 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe even longer. Somebody might have 20 minutes. I've been on there for 20 minutes one time. Okay. But remember, even I know we say people have short attention spans, they do, but if it's really good content, people are going to watch it, right? Your IG stories, don't put 50 stories on IG, please. I have somebody who is in the workout industry, and oh my gosh, I just skip right through. I'm like, brother, I cannot watch this. I'm sorry. It is too much. .com, too much. So 5 to 15 stories, even to me, 15 is too much. A couple, I will go through it depending on what you're saying. But another key thing here on the IG stories, all right, if you want to kind of get more engagement too, what I used to do, I don't do it in the morning anymore. I'm going to watch certain people's stories, but then I'm just going to have Instagram on up and let the stories go through. Why? Because it's going to help with, they're going to see your stuff. You're going to see their stuff, because now you can see who's looking at your stories. Okay. So definitely make sure, it just helps with the engagement. All right. Trust me, just put it on. You could just sit in class right now, have your phone. If you're not on your phone, just go to stories, let it play on silent. And then people, because you watch their story, they're going to engage with you. And sometimes, even if when you go back and look at your stories, you can engage with the people who watch your stories. Say, hey, thank you for watching my stories. But it's all about, engagement. But I used to just let it sit, and I would do it on my computer and my phone, get ready in the morning, and boom. And so that gets more eyes, even though you're watching more people, but it's still going to get more eyes on your content as well.